What's up, everybody? It's the OBSBOT Kids Movement. I'm back with a quick video, and today I want to talk a little bit about Summer's Games Fest. It's that time of year, man. It's the summer of games. It's the Super Bowl of games, and this is where some of the biggest games get announced, some of the newest stuff, some of the biggest surprises, and some of the most anticipated sequels we've been asking for. So, Summer Games Fest so far has been okay. I know it technically kicked off with I think it technically kicked off with the Unreal Engine 5 showcase, which showed off The Witcher 4. The biggest deal is that it was running at like 60 FPS and it was running on a PlayStation 5 that they claim is a tech demo. Not sure. I don't put a lot of stock in the tech demos. All tech demos are impressive. So I really don't really put a lot into those, but it did look good. Hopefully the final game looks like that. And if that was running on a base PS5, that means the Series X is in in good shape, and maybe and likely the PS5 Pro. Then there was obviously the PlayStation showcase, the not showcase, state of play. To me, mediocre, in my opinion. And I say it's mediocre because PlayStation is a top brand, it's the premier brand. So you got to expect, like for me, you got to expect like stuff that they used to do at their E3s. So, cheap Marvel games honestly doesn't do it for me. Final Fantasy Tactics, none of that stuff does it for me. They showed a lot of like, mid-tier like games that like, okay, none of them were like groundbreaking. They gave you a teaser to another state of play, and the Ghost of Yote state of play coming next month. I'm not, there was nothing really there that's like, man, I gotta find a way to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro again. Nothing in there that showed me I needed to buy a PS5 Pro. And I say it's mediocre because it's not up to the standard, which is crazy. And Summer Games Fest was better. They had a lot of, I don't know, it was a lot of Unreal Engine 5 and a lot of Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart 2. They also got another Atomic Heart universe game. I think it's called The Cube. Looks impressive. Dying Light, Beast getting a release date. We saw Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem, which is coming in February. Liza P is, I think, is the Overture DLC is available now. It's like $30 if I'm not mistaken. Omnimusha, I'm saying that wrong. The Game of Thrones. We saw the Shaolin game or the Wu-Tang game, which is weird because if I'm assuming that's the same game, Project Shaolin, that Xbox was working on. They're clearly not the publisher of that game. They might have dropped it once they shifted to their multi-platform strategy, so they're self-publishing, and right now it does not have a release for consoles. They've only said Steam and Epic, which honestly, when games that only release on PC kind of are just uninteresting to me. If you release a game only on PC, for a game to release only on PC, it has to do something that's just uninteresting, like that, or that's unadaptable on console. It has to be like one of those dumbass RTSs where you just need a keyboard. Like if you're gonna release those games, go ahead, leave those on PC. But if you're gonna release an action game or action RPG game and stuff like that, you got to put them everywhere. They can't just release on PC, because when you launch games exclusively on PC, I automatically assume it's a preview game or something's wrong with the game, or it's just not that good or not that appealing. And that's I know it's pretty harsh, but that's the vibe I get when I see games launch exclusively on PC. They just don't appeal to me. It's never like, oh my God, this is going to be a megaton, right? You got the Killer, and there's they've dropped it. There's a lot of things that they talked about. So I would say Keeley's show was decent. It was decent. Well, I'm not going to say it was horrible. It was decent for what we got. Mortal Shell 2. It was a lot of sequels. A lot of sequels. They showed again the Mafia again, and we know we're getting the Sonic racing game. They got like the Persona character, the freaking Ichiban from the Like a Dragon series is going to be in it. I think Steve from Minecraft is also going to be in there. So they got a lot going on. And the rest of the year looks okay. I want to say the of 2025 it was extremely top heavy. There's a few I want to say bangers left. You know, you got Ghost of Yote for PlayStation that still needs to come out. Death Stranding on the Beach, that still has to come out. You know, the whatever Xbox has left. I like everything that came out at the top of the year. So I'm honestly like really good. So, but the thing is that this year does leave a lot to be desired, and of course it falls on Xbox to really deliver to deliver the show. That Xbox showcase is literally the showcase. The crazy thing is, Jeff Keighley's show had so many viewers, right? The actual best showcase probably won't have as many viewers as the Keighley show. But we will see. We will see, because the Xbox showcase is really the showcase to tune in. It's going to have the premier games. It's going to have the honestly the best games we're actually looking forward to. And now that Xbox is a multi-plat, powerhouse now, Nintendo and PlayStation fans and obviously PC fans it's a worthy watch for them all, because everybody's getting a piece, and that's pretty much what it was like this last year. Last year, the best showcase was the Xbox Game Showcase. The year before that, I don't know a showcase in the last, honestly, 5 years that was better than Xbox. I think Xbox has been having the best showcases since 2020. I think 2019 was so-so. 2018 was okay. 2017 it was weird because that was the Scorpio showcase and whatnot. So I was dissatisfied with it, and I was there live. But 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, I think Xbox dominated those. Kind of had a lull for 3 years before the next generation started. So 2020 onward, they haven't missed a beat. But yeah, man, Summer Game Fest so far, it's been okay. Hasn't been groundbreaking. And a lot of stuff that's been shown has been decent, but the true showcase that everybody should be looking forward to is Xbox. And even me, I don't have any hype for the showcase. I just know it's going to be a lot better than what PlayStation put out and what Keighley was ever able to do. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will see you on the next video. Peace and love.